Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do Boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his Just Due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man. Much love and respect.
What's good? What up? What up? What's good with the fam? How y'all feeling on this good Saturday, man? We're going to build on this boxing, man. We had a good night last night, man. It's one of the best women's cards I've witnessed, man. A lot of title fights, a lot of titles being exchanged. I think it was like 17 world championships on the line last night. It was crazy, man. Jake, he really smart with these women, getting behind them and putting on shows like this, man. If he could continue to do this, there's no telling how good of a promoter he could end up being. Smart move by Jakey. Dude, what's good with it, cuz? Saying the first comment, Forever G's. What it do, homie? Yeah, I feel it, man. We gonna get to some boxing. We gonna talk about it. You already know we got this nice card later on today for sure, and I can't wait for that. I'm gonna try to make it back to call it, but we gonna figure it out. But last night it definitely deserves its just due. They gave us boxing on a Friday. They gave us an all women's card. Jake Paul gave us an all women's card that, in my opinion, delivered in a big way. I was entertained highly by the action, man. A lot of good fights, man. A lot of good fights. Couple of little suspect decisions. We're gonna talk about all of it because it was that kind of show last night. Boy, what it do, homie? Was good with it. And my girl pulled it off, so we gotta talk about that. But one of the first fights that I seen that I thought the decision didn't go the right way was Ramla Ali, man. Ramla Ali, I felt like she lost. I thought she got outboxed. Oh my God, Justin ain't got no picture. There we go. Shout out to my guy, Justin. What's good with it, homie? How you feeling, man? Best out of the 815. What's good with it? Disappointing, Alicia and Amanda Squad. Great turnout. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. For me, I thought Ramla Ali got outboxed last night. I ain't going to lie. She fought a very spirited fight, but I definitely thought she lost. I thought Lila Furtado definitely beat her. I think she should have had her third loss last night. Not going to hold you. Andre Ward, the commentators were saying it. Ariel Hawani said it straight to her face that he just didn't feel like she won. You know what I mean? I just don't think she got the nod, man. She fought a scrappy fight, but she fought the wrong fight. Looked like she couldn't get her legs together, fighting at the wrong range. And I'm going to just be honest, she got a gift. She definitely got a gift, 100%. She got a gift. She got a gift. Ty, what it do, homie? Yeah, we're going to get to her too, Forever G's. What's good with it, bro? Deja should be in the conversation for female pound for pound. I'm telling you, our girl kicking up, Ty. You know what I mean? They got to respect her. We just going to roll through the card, man. But yeah, Ramla Ali, solid fight, but she lost, in my opinion. She got a gift. Chantel Cameron and Jessica Camara was a good fight. Cameron is just hard to beat. She could fight her ass off. She definitely one of the best female fighters in the game, for sure. You know what I mean? She was expected to win, I think, in my opinion, but that Ramla Ali one wasn't right. You know what I mean? Dank, what it do, homie? She didn't get the nod. I mean, but Cameron definitely got the win. It was a good fight. That was a scrappy ass fight. Jessica Camara was fighting hard as hell, but I just think more experience from Cameron, better fighter, just slightly better. You know what I mean? She got the nod. Then we got to see yeah, man, it's fight night. Then we got to see Sharetta Metcalf and Shanika Sugar Neeks fight. And look, that fight pissed me off. It wasn't the fight that pissed me off. It's the way that they ended the fight. Metcalf was losing. She just was overmatched. Johnson was way too strong. She didn't have nothing on her punches that could deter Johnson from coming in. She just did what she wanted to do all night. Get what I'm saying? She did what she wanted to do all night. And she kind of bullied, she bullied and punched her way to victory. But we got to the 10th round, and the 10th round was about to start, and they just stopped it. The referees, he sent her to get checked by the doctor, and the doctor checks her and says she good, but the silly ass referee decides to say he don't like how she reacted from the punches, and she wasn't even getting punched. The only thing about that is I get it. Johnson definitely was going to win. She definitely was going to win this fight. And Metcalf definitely was about to take a L. But to stop her in the last round when it's only 2 minutes left in the entire fight is nasty work. I don't even understand why you would do that. He had multiple moments throughout the fight where he could have possibly stopped it where she was getting clipped with shots and would have made a lot more sense. I just didn't like the timing of it. I felt like at that point, the doctor don't stop it. And you just you tell her, look, show me something, and you take too much punishment, we stopping the fight. Normal shit, but to just come in and stop it the way he did was nasty, man. I hated it. Skills, what it do, bro? How you feeling? One was the tone that she gave the ref and made him call it. Yeah, but I still thought he was weird. Because think about what he said. I don't like the way she's reacting to punches. Well, stop it when she getting hit by punches. Don't it make sense? Not when she not. Like, you know, I got the clip. Like we gonna play.
Hi. Let me see you once again. How you feeling? You okay?
I am great. Why y'all doing me like this?
I don't like how she's reacting to the punches.
How am I reacting?
I don't know how her legs are. I'm stopping it.
I'm
It's over.
good.
It's over.
And we're done. It's over. Metcalf will not be allowed to come out for the night.
He wild. So you see what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna say that while she not getting punched? While she not getting punched is crazy. Like, you can't do her like that. 2 minutes left, moral victory, something. Let her finish the fight. You get me? Like, if that's the case, like, you know, or let her get knocked out. It's a fight. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like she was all brain dead and didn't know what was going on. She was clear. Only reason she sounded like that because she, you know, she obviously got a big smile, I'll say that, but she had her mouthpiece in, right? You know what I'm saying? It was weird. Like, just let her finish the fight. That's all I'm saying. She definitely was losing. All of that stuff is true. She was just getting outmatched. But god damn, bro, like why stop the fight that close to the end? And you know it's only 2 minutes left. Like, let it rock out, man. Shout out to Chase Money. He said that's wild. Yeah, man. Just final prediction for Corins and Payda. Pain, you get me? Belt the ass, Skills, you know? That wasn't bad as I thought. Yeah, I feel you. Big Dog Willie said that was faulty for sure. That's up in there, right? Like, yeah, I just didn't like the call. Because he just came in, he like, yeah, let me send her in there. And then, you know. Yeah. It was like, bro. Yeah, right? Like, yo, the doctor let her rock. You know what I'm saying? Butcher was good with it, bro. D-Man, my dog. She needs 2 steaks and an ice pack. Yeah, she definitely need a couple of steaks, D-Man. Definitely needs steaks and some ice packs for sure, bro. But damn, you gonna stop my girl like that? Like, check it one more time.
Hi. Let me see you once again. How you feeling? You okay?
I am great. Why y'all doing me like this?
I don't like how she's reacting to the punches.
How am I reacting?
I don't know how her legs are. I'm stopping it.
I'm
It's over.
good.
It's over.
And we're
He
done.
acting for the punches without getting punched.
It's over.
Like, I'm not reacting.
Metcalf will not be allowed to come out for the night.
And then you know what? You know why you just let her finish? Because Sugar Neeks is an MVP fighter. You don't do that. It looks bad, right? Like, I ain't never seen that. Like, how you gonna override the doctor? What's the point of sending her to the doctor? You should have just ended it. You should have just said, nah. Like, it's just timing. That's all, y'all. That's all I'm tripping off, the timing. And he looked like he was mad that the doctor didn't end it. Oh, you ain't gonna end it? I got you. I'll end it. Like, bro, chill, man. Just chill out. Bro ass needed to chill, man. Somebody needed to tell his ass, chill, man. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, she had to be sore, D, man. Nose and all, bro. Nose sore and everything. She was catching them joints. Shout out to Shanika Johnson. She did fight a very spirited, solid fight. She hurt Metcalf a number of times throughout the fight. She just couldn't get her down. She wasn't going, man. Metcalf was tough, but she just didn't have enough offensively, right? She just didn't have anything that stopped Shanika Johnson or slowed her down, deterred her or nothing. She was fighting. She was rough. She was like elbows, forearms. Like, she was hitting in the back of the head. She got warned a few times and everything. So it was just a rough and tough affair. And from what I understand, they switched Metcalf's opponent up at short notice. They switched her opponent up and slipped Shanika Johnson in there. That definitely was a Jake Paul move. It had to be. And she didn't care. She didn't think it was a big deal. But whenever you sit there and prepare, you know, weeks on end for one person and then they slip somebody else in there, it's always going to have some type of effect on the outcome. In a lot of cases, you know, it do. And in this one, it did. She just was overmatched. Johnson was too strong, too relentless, too physical. Get what I'm saying? And she just didn't have enough, man. She really just was outclassed by the better fighter, you know? I mean, more aggressive, stronger fighter. And she was bigger. Like, she just... Only thing Metcalf had was the reach, but with the styles and the way she was breaking the distance, man, she just did what she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Metcalf had a tough night, man, in the office. Samara Thibodeau looked good. Yeah, man, he set her up to lose. You could tell the ref got the memo. Yeah, his ass bogus. He bogus. Yeah, he is like, man, we gotta find a way to end this. Like, but I think he should have just let it go. It was only 2 more minutes left. These are women's fights. You know what I mean? And they 10 rounds at that. You let her get her last bit of smoke in and go out on her shield if that's what she wanted to do. She wasn't too hurt, eyes all crossed. It's bad timing. That's all. Like I feel like it was moments in the fight where he could have stopped it. And I don't think nobody would have said nothing because her legs was all over the place when she was getting hit. She was in bad shape a few different times. So he didn't stop it then. And I just think the timing that he did it was nasty. Like, it almost seemed like he did it out of frustration. Like, oh, you ain't gonna stop the fight? Well, all right, I'm gonna stop it then. He kind of he gave me that energy. You know what I mean? The referee gave me that kind of energy. Oh, you ain't gonna stop it? All right, bet I'll stop it then. You know what I mean? You ain't good. You ain't gonna do it. That's how he was. So you ain't gonna do it, Doc? All right, bet I'm gonna do it. I got you. I'm stopping it. I don't like the way she's reacting to the punches. She said, "How am I reacting?" It's over. I'm like, yeah, his ass bogus, bro. Yeah, but Tam Thibodeau, yeah, she did, man. That was a cool fight too. She got a TKO. She got a TKO win over a 6-0 opponent too. So look, these women put on, and I don't want to, can't say enough of how they really went out there and put, boxing in a good space last night. Jake Paul, seeing them get behind all these ladies, and just supporting them and making sure they get paid, making sure they get recognized, man. You can't. I think that's priceless what he doing, and as long as it's genuine and he continue to do it and add, you're gonna be in a real good space, man. You can knock them all you want as a boxer, but as a promoter, and in terms of getting somebody opportunities, you can't ignore it. You got to give that man credit for that. It was got that best split decision on Taylor versus Serrano, right? Look like it was sold out. Yeah, Ramon, it did. Yo, the GWOAT was there. The GWOAT was in the building. GWOAT was in the building. Layla Ali. They had a lot of people out there. They had some celebs, some actors. Seen Kevin Hart out there. It looked like a really good turnout, man. It really did. And it was worth it, man. A lot of championships were fought for last night. A lot. And y'all already know. And I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. So the main event was looking like a Jerry versus Jerry for the first 5 big techs for the dude. Yeah, man. We moving up, man. So the next fight up is So yeah, shout out to Sugar Neeks. She that was for Undisputed. She became the first male or female Australian 118-pound, I think super bantamweight champion. So she got some history on her side. She signed with Jake Paul, so I think that's why they stopped the fight. I'm gonna just be honest. It felt like somebody gave the ref the memo, and he went ahead and stopped the fight, gave her a knockout win. She was gonna get the win, but I don't think she was gonna knock Metcalf out. Shout out to Metcalf. She's an overachiever. She's 40 years old. Not that she no charity case enough. She worked her ass off and she had a strap too. So she just fought a better opponent that was better prepared and executed, man. Stronger and better, man. It's hard to get over that. But moving on along, like what I tell y'all, my girl was gonna stand on business. Yeah, I seen them picking against her. They like, nah, just we gonna, man, Savannah, Savannah, man, that chat, Savannah. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. I almost got my Vonda Ward moment last night, man. I almost got my moment, man. Shout out to Shadasia Green, Patterson, New Jersey, man. Y'all, she put on in a big way. I'm not trying to hear all that crying. Savannah Marshall, shout out to her, but everybody always feel like they won the fight. It's no different with her. She felt like she won. All I wanted was a fair fight. Come on, don't do that, G. You got a fair fight. You got a very generous. You got some generous calls. Like, we being honest. You got some very generous calls last night. Man, you get me? And Thomas Taylor, where he at? Yo, somebody tag him on something, bro. His ass bogus. No, he got a social media. What the hell? Did he not get the memo? Man, the referee for the Metcalf and Johnson fight, yeah, he got the memo. But Thomas Taylor, bro, what was he on last night? What exactly was his problem? Like, I was genuinely confused as to what his problem was last night. I couldn't understand for the life of me. I'm like, what is he doing? Bro took a round. Y'all on, I mean, a point. Y'all wanted to go through the TV, bro. I really wanted to go through the TV. What the hell are you doing, sir? His ass out here trying to be the star. He ain't throwing no punches, man. These ladies out here putting it on the line, bro ass in the way. And I get it, the holding to a degree, but it's like, damn, man. It was a method to her madness. It wasn't like she was holding and just hurt her. Nah, she was neutralizing her ass. She knew what she wanted to do, and she was nullifying that shit. And you was getting in the way. If you're gonna separate them, separate them. But to take a point in a fight of this magnitude, a unification, a fight this competitive, your ass is bogus. And then you had the audacity when she hurt her, all that holding she was doing, you wasn't doing no warning. Your ass ain't take no point. Like bro said, she spent about a half a fight doing some holding, man. After she got clipped real good, my girl gave, hey, Skills, where you at, Brody? My girl gave her a proper raccoon, Skills. She had 2 of them Johns, man. She gave her 2 black eyes, G. Nah, bro, she raccoons her shit up, man. She raccoons Shadasia shit up, bro. She raccooned her up. You talking about fair fight? Look pretty damn fair to me. Look fair to me. They're not. Hey y'all, don't do this picture. Remind y'all. One. Then y'all hear me saying. Then y'all hear me saying overhand right. Man, you hear me saying it? She almost got her moment. She almost Vonda Warded her ass. She tall, long, linky like Vonda Ward. She had that red, white, and blue on. Shadasia was coming for that smoke. Girl had that purple and gold on. Looked good out there. Told y'all she was in shape. Told y'all she was hungry. She wanted this, yo. Spinning her. Yeah, bro. Like, bro was wild, wasn't he, boy? I'm like, bro, Malaza, what's good with it? Hendo, what's up with it? How you can't spin him? How you can't turn her? Like, what is he supposed to do? I'm like, yo, bro, she can't do nothing, man. Like, nah, he bogus. Let's jump his ass. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Taylor needed a foot in his ass last night, bro. He almost caused my girl to fight, acting crazy out here taking points. You don't take no damn point. Yeah, man. Gave her ass proper raccoons last night. Dub put her joints on dubs. You know what I'm saying? I told you. 2-year layoff, man. She looking like she ain't want to be there. That little lethargic ass energy. You know what I'm saying? Send her ass back to Liverpool, man. Without that strap. Talking about you just wanted a fair fight. It looked fair to me, damn it. Asses will be kicked. Yeah, pumpkin and swollen eyes. Hey, bro. Hey, Savannah joints was on dub. So you know she liked. So you can see the bruising and the black and bluish under the eyes. Both of them. I'm like, yo, she done raccoons her joints up. Shout out to D1, man. Spamming it over. Hey, yo. Hey, D1, my guy. You already know, bro. You was hearing me. I'm like, man, spam that joint. Get her ass. I'm telling you. It's just something about it. I felt that. I'm like, I know she could land one of them joints. And she got it. And she hurt her big time. And I was just happy to see it. I was like, she got her. She got her. Get her ass, man. No, I got to get her back on. Let her enjoy her win. Let her enjoy her bonus. And I tell y'all, my girl's coming for that bag of mint. I'm telling you, man, she got that bag of mint too, man. She got that bag of mint, man. Love it, bro.
The action and the conversation.
You see the blades? Noodles. Beat ass, G. You know what I'm saying? Beat ass, bro. Beat ass, man. This was a good fight, man. Shout out to Savannah Marshall because she made it what it was, too. She wasn't going easy, but this was a fun fight. It was back and forth. It was close. You get what I'm saying? Real competitive. I just enjoyed it, man. Shout out to both. I think the right person won. I'm not mad at nobody that feel like Savannah edged it, but I just think with the back and forth action, I think what separated it is Shadasia having the bigger moments too. You know what I'm saying? She was boxing really smart. Savannah Marshall was doing that jerky shit early, like bro was saying, and that was, you know, was something to figure out. But when she did it, man, she got busy, man. Just a fun fight, yo. It just proved that she belonged on this stage and on this level. I get it. Savannah Marshall was off for a bit, and you know, it could have impacted the overall maybe her performance to a degree, just to be fair, right? But no, Shadasia was getting through some stuff too. Like, if you listen to the post-fight, she had some things going on like this, because goes to show you that fighters are some of the strongest, toughest, individuals in the world, bro. And that's why I give them a ton of respect, because through it all, they continue to go out there, train, give it everything, and get in front of all these people and have this type of fight. And I like the embrace at the end. I like the credit that Savannah Marshall did give Shadasia Green, even though she felt like she edged it, right? It's all good. It was a close fight. You get me? But, man, I think the right person definitely got their hand raised. It didn't take for no robbery or nothing like that. It just was a good win, man. She could see that raw emotion on her face. She earned that shit, man. She earned that. Yeah, I think it's just something that comes with the game, man, especially with those big punches, the Butcher. When you punching big and you missing, you get me? Because she worked her ass off, bro. You see how she worked, you'll know, like, it's just one of them things, right? Where you could always try to improve on it for sure. Keys was good with it, socked her out, right? She listened. MK9 Green was putting hands on. I'm telling you, the rep was bogus, man. Yeah, hey, yes, sir. Yo, bro, I said, who got that bonus money, D1? Give my girl that bonus money. Teach what it do, man. No, yeah, I don't think it was either. I just think, I just think what it is, oh, you say chilling at D1 at McDonald's? So shout out to him, dog. I just think we got to take into account that throughout a fight, especially when you got nerves, you fighting hard, you swinging, you missing, you getting hit. You're gonna see some fatigue in there, but I didn't see issues. I thought she fought a really good fight. Both of them. I enjoyed this. She got tested. She got and she stood tall, man. I'm telling you, I'm truly happy for her, bro. This couldn't have happened to a better person. I'm trying to tell y'all seen the interviews, bro. She always come up here when I ask her to. We got to see her lose her first big fight against Franchon Cruz. You get what I'm saying? People was ready to write her off. And then she bounced back, and then it's a good story. You know what I mean? It's not even over. It's the dope part. There's other fights out there for, what fight she called for. Carissa Shields is, man. That's the queen of the castle right there. That's as big as it get. In other words, Walt was good with it, fam. W fight night for sure. You should got. You know what? Yeah, Mike back. What it do, homie? How you feeling? Those fights are not. Nope. Nah, okay. That we gonna talk. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. Clarissa just got too much clout to ever chase it, right? To me personally, Big Dre, what it do? Shout out to Green, man. Yeah, she got a really good win. So look, she got pushed. She got through some things in camp, and she just made it work, bro. She went out there. She let her hands go when she needed to. She picked the right shots. It's just smart boxing. And I know she can do even better than that. That's the thing. So it's just all about getting better. And I think that's where she headed at. Like I said, they was talking about the bonus teacher. Look, I get it. Shanika Johnson is the first male or female undisputed 118-pound, I think, champion ever. You know what I mean? And she Australian, so she got some history on her side. I get it. But that fight was too much of a mismatch. It's no fault of Shanika Johnson. It just wasn't. She just didn't have the opponent, right? Think about it this way. And I'm just giving people something to think about. I have no problem with people saying, Shanika Johnson should have got the bonus. But for me, Shadasia Green was counted out. She was the underdog. She was the underdog fighting a more competitive fight. And the only loss that Savannah got is to the GOAT. That's no shame in that. She had one loss to Franchon. So for me, the fact that she was the underdog, and you get what I'm saying, on top of it being a unification, I'm like, yeah, man. Because the people was really counting her out. And I'm telling you, man, I believe she can beat her. And I'm telling you, she land that overhand, she get that right hand in there, it's going to be a trouble. And she got it. That's why this picture is worth 1,000 words, man. I'm telling you, glad to say we knew before a big one. I'm telling you, get me? Greg, what it do, homie? I need to think about signing with Jake Paul. Yeah. For the ones that need promotion and they ain't getting it, yeah. Hell yeah, that hopefully that is, or it continues to be a lane for women's boxing, because he doing it the right way. That's smart what he doing. So I say it can only continue to work out for him if he stays smart like that. Where are these bells coming from? You stupid. I don't know, but it's a lot of them, right? Teach, there's a lot of it going on. It's a lot of undisputed going on. But yeah, man, I thought that's why I think she earned the extra money, and I'm glad they gave it to her.
So what you gonna buy?
I don't live like that. I told you, I live beyond my means. And like I said, I'm gonna relocate my wife and my family to, you know, a better neighborhood so we can be safe before I get kidnapped. And that's it, you know. Maybe take my nieces and nephews to the water park. You know, do something for my mom and pops.
That's what it's about.
You know, I got you, Coach. I hear y'all. See y'all looking. No, I'm just blessed and honored, man. Going into tonight, I'm in everything I said this week. You know, in camps, really been different these last couple of camps. Dealing with, you know, my coach has been sick, in and out, and we showed up together as a unit today, and we displayed greatness. And shout out to Savannah Marshall. She was a tough cookie, man. She caught me with a good shot too. Buckled my left leg. I ain't never been hit like that before, but I'm just honored to be here today and be victorious. Thanks to the man upstairs. And
that's okay, because you hit her. You hit her hard. You hit her hard.
For real.
You hit her harder. It's all good, man. That was a fight, bro. That was a fight. That was a fight. Shout out to them, man. They made for a great fight. And I'm telling you, I just want to see more for her, man. So look, you know, she got that bag of it. She deserved the blood rush. We're gonna get into all that, bro. Yeah, she humble, bro. Yeah, the camera work was dope, and couldn't rematch Franchise Cruz or Undisputed instead of fight Clarissa. Look, you gotta know that Clarissa fight, everybody gonna call for it, but that ain't necessarily gonna happen. But Chet, it's funny you mentioned Franchise Cruz, because Franchise Cruz was on Twitter. She taking shots at my girl. She said, just trying to figure out why she calling you out, and I'm the one that made her reevaluate life. You know what I'm saying? I say shots fired, but look, I'm saying this and I'm standing on it. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Franchise always gonna have my respect. She's a dog. You gotta beat her. But I'm telling you, the way that fight looked, the way that first fight went, her only landing a couple more punches total, for me, I think this version of her, this more focused, more polished version of her beat what I seen with Franchise. Did y'all see Franchise Cruz last fight? That was rough. I ain't gonna lie. That performance-wise, that was kind of sloppy. I don't think that would beat Shadasia this trip. And you know what's funny? You know, when he took the point from Shadasia for holding, if y'all remember when she fought Franchise, that was her remedy. Like, throw punches and hold, throw a combination and hold, tie up and try to be rough and wild. And that's you know, aggressive. That's what she did. And she only ended up landing a few more punches because it, you know, obviously Shadasia has some things going on and wasn't letting her hands go like she needed to. But I think since then she's kind of gotten back to what got her to this point. And now she's honing in on that, and she's taking it as far as being a unified champion now, beating the only once beaten Savannah Marshall, you know, only lost to Clarissa Shields. That's impressive. Think about it. And not to do triangle theories, but yes, Shadasia in her first big fight, she did lose to you know, Franchise Cruz, but Franchise Cruz lost to Savannah Marshall. You know what I'm saying? So and then you know, and then not necessarily. So I don't know if the rematch makes sense, then shit, cool. But I say only if she wins that fight, she gets Clarissa. Because if not, then you know, go make the next best fight for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I like Franchise, but she you know, she threw a little bit of shots out there. She's getting robbed last night. Yeah, well, a couple of them. I thought a couple of decisions was a little wild. Shout out to my girl, you know, shout out to Clarissa. She said, oh, it's okay to cry. Congrats, girl. And that was, you know, Franchise responded to this and said, why she calling you out when I made her reevaluate life? As far as that, her reevaluating life, I mean, she had some things going on. If y'all was here for the interview, she spoke on some of it. I think since then she's gotten things a lot more under control. But as you heard in the clip, her coaches was getting sick and all that in and out of camp. So they still found a way to, you know, bite down and get it done. And that's what you gotta respect, man. That's what it's all about right there. That don't give you chills right there. Yeah, I swear. Right, and everyone. Boys, we cried. Was Clarissa? Yeah, I think, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Clarissa was there. Seen a video with her, them saying she's at the fight and stuff. So this is a great night for women's boxing. I think it overall was a great turnout. You had a couple shaky decisions, but I think overall that's boxing for you. There was kind of some home cooking, right? Ramla Ali got some home cooking. Shout out to my girl Alicia Baumgartner, but first fight under Derrick James was a little rough. Nah, she got some home cooking. You know we love the bomb, but that's a little rough. I thought she might have got outboxed. You know what I mean? But you know, but shout out to Patterson. Y'all got one and y'all been had one. I've been saying that. So she getting everything she deserved, man. Hopefully she takes some time off to go enjoy her victory, her titles, man, her family and all that. Go, you know, enjoy yourself or something. And don't get too comfortable, man, because you got more work to do. You still got more greatness, I think, coming her way. Just got to stick to it. And now she is able to. Yeah, blood rush. Yeah. Jersey starting to get his just due. You hear me, Omar? Now Core got to finish the job tonight. You know, that was Patterson. Now we about to take you out of North. You know what I'm saying? My girl brought Patterson out to the city. Now Core about to bring Newark, New Jersey out to the city. Belt the ass status, but all good. But yeah, he said she underestimated the actress. Yeah, man. Respectfully, you know, I didn't think she got the nod. Gee, I thought Alicia might have got outboxed a bit. You did. Maybe she was thinking a little bit too much. She was in her head, maybe the new trainer, I don't know, combination of things. It just didn't look good. Not a good performance. Not the best performance from Alicia. You got the win. She can't do nothing about it. But I definitely thought that was a little home cooking. I had to look it up. I had to look that up, Ramon. That's a good question. Yeah, man, we gonna see tonight. You know, but again, these ladies, man, great activity, great action, man. It was fun to watch. I like pretty much all these fights. Like I said, a couple shaky outcomes. Oh, you said this would be your first time? Hey, Teach. Oh man, you did. Hey, I'm glad you said that. Now watch. You've had your impression of him for however long you've had it, right, Teach? I'm almost could guarantee. I don't want to look. Anything can happen in the fight. I'll say that Zepeda, he got some things that can push and challenge anybody, right? With the contrasting styles, but I guarantee you, Teach, for the most part, after you get done watching him tonight, you ain't gonna be trying to hear none of that shit people be talking, bro. Watch what I tell you. Guarantee you. And you know what's dope, Teach? You gonna get to see other people fight before him. Weight classes, styles, all this other shit, right? Then when you get to him, remember I said this to you, Teach. I guarantee you're going to see a total difference. You're going to see the difference between him and everybody else that got in the ring. I promise you. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. I've seen it multiple times in a row, back to back. I'm telling you, back to back. You know, the kid, it's dope that you get to see so many other people fight and it'll just be him. Now, he ain't got the main, but he the co-main. Same difference. You're going to get to see a number of different fights first, styles and shit. You're going to see how people approach fights. Then you're going to see him. Watch. Guarantee you're going to see the separation. Just like when I watch Boots. You watch all these different people fight. They all performing. Everybody doing their thing. You get the Boots, bro, in the main event, and you could see it, man. You ain't trying to hear this weird shit people talking about when you could see this shit with your eyes in real time, him beating the hell out of people. You see Shakur tonight in real time outclass this dude and how he do it. Watch. Somebody try to tell you something, you ain't gonna want to hear it. You're like, man, I seen this shit in live time. That shit ain't what y'all saying it is. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, boy, we real ones. We love her. We love her, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, look, Ariel Hawani told Ramla Ali to her face, hey, man, in my opinion, based on the scorecard, you ain't winning the fight. But did you think you won? He just was giving his honest opinion. That's all. I would never trash her because I don't think she trash or bum. I think she just had some things going on. She looked like she was a little in her head. She like she was overthinking a bit in there. Band up. What it do? Ramones, the pay the punch count will be there. I think so, too. Corey ain't going to let him do it. He can't let him. The fight was a draw. Not going to lie. Yeah, nobody really took over the fight, but I thought the chick created more moments. I thought Alicia was running into a lot of punches. BSBB, what you discussed it with, fam? What decision? Is it the Ramla one or is it the Bumgardner one? Which one you most pissed off with? God knows one of them. Everything else pretty much was good, except for the premature stoppage in the Metcalf fight. I didn't like that. I think he should have just let it rock, but that's just me. Got Boots outclassing Devin and Brian at 47-54. I ain't mad at you. Boots a bad man. Good thing is we get to see Devin and Brian hopefully November 22nd if all things is good. But yeah, man. Alicia had a tough night. She had a tough night. Rolling with the punches, my dog. Was good, bro. She had a tough night in the office. And it just, she's had better days. I'm gonna chalk some of that up to Derek James, some time off, and a good opponent. I don't know if she underestimated her. I don't want to say that. But sometimes if you just get in there with somebody that's just as prepared or slightly better prepared than you are. And that's what it looked like. It looked like Alicia was waiting for the perfect shot, and she wasn't engaging how she normally do and letting her hands go. It looked like she was thinking a lot, but maybe some of that was her running into shots. You said Savannah. I don't think that was a bad I mean, me personally, I hear you. I don't, because you got to think that's a really, really close fight. And he shouldn't have took. In my opinion, I don't think he should have took no point. I think it's even more solidified for Shadasia without the point deduction. So, but overall, you just got to enjoy the fight. Like Savannah Marshall ain't take it and just run with it. They both, it was like ebbs and flows. But I felt like when she landed that big right hand, that changed the fight. I think that big right hand, that's why I had clipped that little clip, man, because I thought that was a turning point in the fight right here. I thought this moment right here, it did. I think that at that moment, it was hers to kind of take over. And I think she was able to do that. But still close fight. She know it was close. She said it was tough. She got her leg. She admitted to getting buckled, never being hit like that. But I think Savannah had to admit to never being hit like that. Shout out to Why You Mad, so it was good with it. You know what? Unpopular opinion, I think, Toya. I got Puello. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go with the boxer because I seen him get outboxed before, and I like the way Puello boxed Gary Antoine, which has some similarities to Matias in terms of like pressure, being a strong, come forward guy. I think Puello could box him, yo. Let's see if I'm wrong. Had it out for Green. Yeah. The holding. He kept warning her for shit. She turned her one. I never seen a ref warn somebody for you turning the opponent like the way she did it. I don't think she did nothing nasty. You know what I mean? Crazy, but overall, great showing, man. Nah, see, but this is the thing. BB, when the shoe was on the other foot and it was Savannah doing the holding for multiple rounds when she was looking like she was trying to get her bearings back, it wasn't no holdings. Or no points and warnings for point deductions. He was allowing that shit. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, Thomas Taylor had me hot last night. He was pissing me all the way off. I'm like, bro, you goofy. Get his ass out of here. He just wanted us to see that he worked on his tan, yo, bro. We don't care that you've been in the sun, on the beach, or wherever you've been, bro. Like, we don't give a damn. His ass bogus. Out here trying to be the star of the show. I'm like, bro, you messing it up. These women out here kicking ass and you wilding, bro. Green work on them short shots on the inside. Hey, man, it's all, yeah, I like that. Good observation. I think so, too. Just shortening them up, right? And and getting that distance better, controlling that distance, right? Shooting them shots from the right distance, because she had her ass, man. You know, Savannah, a tough chick, man. She was able to weather that storm, man, and figure it out without getting stopped. That was really good, man. But she got her she got that damn bonus, man. I think that's dope. Yeah. Oh nah. Oh, you didn't see it? Nah, damn. Nah, you missed a good one. BSBB, man. You right, got go look that up. Somebody might have AB. What it do, fam? AB salute. He said we need fair officiating in boxing. Yeah, I just thought that was he was making himself too much of a impact on the fight at a point. Cause I don't think, you know, it was like it got to a point, bro, where Savannah Marshall arm, she wasn't even being held, and she like pulled her arm up and like flailed it in the air like she was being held. It was weird. I was like, bro, she's not even touching you. You just, you know what I mean? But soon as she got hurt, she got the hold in, and I'm like, you see? You got the hold, grab him and hold him. Nah, this is the thing. I don't want to see excessive holding, but you have to call it on both sides. Listen to what I'm saying clearly. He called it to the point where he took the point from Shadasia in a really close fight. That could have changed the outcome of the fight. That's a slippery slope. We got to be really mindful. But then on the flip end, when Shadasia was being held for multiple rounds, he wasn't warning her and telling her, right? You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, you got to do it on both sides. Like if holding is a problem for one, it should be a problem for both. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it consistent. And it looked like, you see, read some of the comments. People felt like he was like had it out for Green. Like he was like, wasn't letting her work. He warned her for like turning Savannah Marshall in one of these sequences. I'm like, bro, how are you going to warn her for turning her? Like, what's she supposed to do? And let her just box her? I just felt like he just, man, he probably thought that shit was going to go a different way himself. And when it wasn't, he had to intervene because I didn't like it. I just think he made himself too much of an impact in a fight that was really great from both ladies. You know what I'm saying? They put on that raw emotion that she's showing right there. That right there is she deserved every tear, because that 20 years. Think about it, man. Your mom telling you no, go to school, then you can box, and then you got to stop, and people are holding you down until you get there. Like, I love it. Yeah, facts. That's all BSBB. You know what I'm saying? But look, overall, it didn't really mess anything up. It just was one of those moments like, oh man, don't do that, because they fighting so hard on both sides. They both was being smart. They wanted to win. But I think Shadasia just was a little, she bit down more, and she had bigger moments, especially when she had her hurt like that. You know what I mean? But she admitted to getting hurt for a second too. So it was a really good, fun fight, man. And like I said, it couldn't have happened to a better person to be a unified champion, man. She's solid, down to earth. She a real one. I'm telling you. And you see, she let him know that Patterson, man, we did it, bro. Like 20 years of work. Imagine you putting in all that work. Hell no, she getting all her just due today. They wrote my girl off after that Franchise Cruz loss. They wrote my girl off. They said she wasn't nice. She wasn't nice like that. Nah, man. It's all about performing on the night. She got a chance to do it again, and she made the most of it. You got to love it, man. Omar, Sheila, like Bernard Hopkins. Green had to work uphill. Yeah, she had to work, man. Yeah, that one turn. Remember the turn in instant? I was like, bro, what? She can't turn her now? Like, yo, so she can't neutralize her with the hold. Okay, cool. But damn, she can't turn her too. Damn it, man. Can't turn her. Man, shout out to my girl, man. You know it, man. I'm happy. I'm happy today. Ace, what's good, family? All love, bro. Shout out to my dog, man. Y'all hit that like button. Support the grind, man. Listen, y'all. We put in over 8 hours yesterday, man. Put in over 8 hours yesterday. Almost 9 hours, y'all. We put that work in, man. And we right back today. I'm a little tired, but we gotta work. We gotta work. Man, this was fun. All women's card. And that's why I say, who say they don't like women's boxing? You bogus. Who don't like women's boxing? You crazy. Pugilism, what it do, man? 757. Lady Monarchs, let's go green. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Pugilism, man. We in here, man. Oh, I didn't get to watch the Deja versus Marshall fight closely. I was a little distracted. I seen both of them fight before. I was scared. That was a good fight. Yeah, if you get the chance, Roland, definitely watch it. It was a really good fight. And it's hard to walk away like, oh, no, somebody that they got cheated. Nah, I just was spazzing because I really wanted this for her. And I was really seeing it play out in real time, some of the stuff that I said she could do, man. Oh, man, I'm like, yes, she fight. I kept saying spam the right hand. Spam D1, my God, because he remembers spam that right. Overhand. Spam that overhand. Let's get it. Shout out to Big Drake, man. Let's put some color in the chat. Let's go, man. Support the grind. I told you over 8, almost 9 hours yesterday. You got a top 10 pound for pound women's list? No, not off the top, but when people ask me, it make me want to sit down and really put one together. You know what I'm saying? That'd be interesting, man, because, you know, people usually don't do that with the ladies. But I could sit down and put one together. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You seen it, boys? She was just barely missing some of them joints that would have put her ass out. And they was both throwing some real heat in there, man. They was throwing some heat in there, bro. They was throwing some heat. They was throwing some heat in there, bro. I serve 88. What it do, family? Said boxing is a brutal sport. In the Green versus Marshall matchup, the ref was trying to favor Marshall. And to me, he was trying to make the fight soft, but not allow him turning, thinking it's the Olympics. Hey, man, hey, Blood Rush, I rock with that. I agree with you, bro. I just thought the way he was calling it was favoring Marshall. Because, like, again, when you seen the moments when she did exactly what was being done to her, it was kind of a lot more lenient, right? He didn't really, you know, trip about it. But sometimes you know what? I don't expect people to be perfect, right? But the point was wild. I don't think he had to do the point. Yeah, you could have gave her the warnings. I had my TV down, so I don't know if he ever said to her, yo, one more time when I'm taking a point. I feel like in a fight like that, you have to let it be known. Be very clear with your instruction, bro. Stop the holding. You hold one more time. I'm taking a point. Say that. I don't know if he ever said that, but to take a point and to fight that close, man, I was like, bro, I wanted to. Yeah, I got Cash App, bro. I got Cash App. I serve. You know, I got it. I'm gonna put it in the chat too. While we at it, appreciate all the support. Shout out to my dog, Big Drop Dre, man. Always supporting, man. Shout out to Big Drop Dre, man. My dog. Appreciate the love, homie. He said support is always. I got 5 on it. Did you like the Netflix broadcast? Yes, I did, bro. Yes, I did. Yeah. The broadcast team. Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. They had Ward speaking. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought the show, it was a good show. And Aunt McQueen, shout out to my boy. He mentioned like the cameras and stuff like that. I didn't get no crazy lags. It was a smooth show. It looked like a packed show. It was fun. I got to see my girl be a unified champion. And that shit just gave me chills, bro. Because she said after 20 years, all that hard work. Bro, man, I don't know how much I could say this. She came on this show, y'all. And she told me she fought for McDonald's before. Do you hear me, bro? Do you hear what I'm saying? The hell with getting paid to fight. She got rewarded with food. Not even money. Do you hear that? That's crazy. This is like, talk about being happy for somebody. And you talk about humble beginnings. You heard her. She said it wrong. She said she lived beyond her means, but she meant to say the opposite. She meant to say the other way. She don't live beyond her means. She ready to get her people out to a better spot. Nieces and nephews. You see how she doing something for the wife. This shit is just dope, bro. You got her, man. She fought for a damn, like a value meal or something before, and I'm not joking. She let me know that. That's real as it come. We out here fought for free before. Get what I'm saying? Hell yeah, give her the $250K bonus. You bugging. Hell yes. They had her the underdog. They counted her out after her first and only loss to Franchon. Nah, she ain't that good. Bullshit. I told y'all when I said she was one of the best kept secrets in boxing. She ain't no secret no more, and I'm loving it. So gotta give her a praise. Shout out to Savannah Marshall for making this kind of fight, for pushing her, allowing her to see just how good she could be. And I give Savannah some credit. I don't know if she was landing on thick, but she told, shout out to I Serve 88, my guy, man. Much love for that 10-piece in the Cash App supporting the grind. He said, for support, much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to I Serve 88. Appreciate the support. My dog, Big Dre. Flyer Frequency, what it do? You get what I'm trying to say, though, bro? Man, yo, I'm telling you, BSL, bro, fighting for free, fighting for food. You get what I'm saying? Fighting for notoriety, fighting for equal pay. Like, all she do is fight. You get me? That's what that emotion is right there. That shit raw, man. I seen that. I was happy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was there. Y'all was there. I was happy as hell. My girl in there screaming, going nuts. She done woke the neighbors up. They coming to check on her, screaming like a fool. I'm like, man, all that stuff started going through my head. Hey, Platt Boy. Man, I don't know if you had missed it. I had seen what you said. I had dropped the link for you. I thought you seen it, but right when you said it, right soon as you said it, man, you might have missed it. But man, next trip, definitely, man. We call these fights tonight, man. Come on through. Yeah, man, it was, yo. It was. It just was the most. It meant the most to me because it's somebody that I got a chance to have a conversation with multiple times, and was dope. You know how a lot of times you be hearing about a fighter or somebody tell you about a fighter that you didn't know about, and they make you aware, they kind of put you on. You get, like, even Shakur's my guy, but my cousin put me on to Shakur when Shakur was still a teenager, right? With Shadasia, you know, I'm on Instagram one day and I'm just searching, and I come across one of her videos and I'm listening to her talk, and as she talking, it went into some of her training, and I'm seeing her work, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And I'm like, why ain't people talking about this girl? And I started calling her the best kept secret. Made a video and all that shit. Sent it to her. She watched it. She gave me, you know, she saluted me for it and all that. Told me boxing need people like me. And from there, it just kind of started. Then I reached out for an interview. She came up here and she been telling her story ever since. Like the shit she went through in the franchise cruise, training camp, getting kicked out of gyms, getting pulled in 2 different directions. That shit is real, bro. They creatures of habit. You knocking off they routine and all that, and you got to find a way to get through it. And she fell a little bit short. She got counted out. They act like she couldn't bounce back and couldn't get it right, and she did it, man. So that's why I say this is somebody that fought for free, fought for food, bro. Like that shit is impressive. Thoroughly. T Hill, what it do, homie? Main event was lackluster. We're gonna get to that too. Shout out to T Hill. That main event was bogus. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna trash him at all, but the performance was shaky at best. I just did not expect that from them ladies. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button. We're gonna keep building. We got some more things to talk about, but we got to make sure we give this all women's card its proper just due. Again, Bartolo was good. Kurt Scooby, really him. Hey, man, Marquise Taylor, really him too. Kurt Scooby, Marquise Taylor put on. Marcus Brown put on. Jalil Hackett and Rashidi Ellis. Bro, it was fun, man. It was a lot going on yesterday. It was a lot going on, man. Y'all predict Shakur will get on the bicycle or destroy Zepeda similar to Valdez? Probably BSBB. Look, Shakur rarely ever gets on a bicycle if you truly watch him. Like he fights mostly or more in the pocket than what people realize. It's sad that they critiqued him and reduced him to his worst performance of his career, his worst night when he arguably shouldn't have been there. But if you really watch, bro, he used lateral movement and he might reset or, take the step back or the jump back, as people like to say. But for the most part, he be right there. Like, think about it. Remember what Valdez was saying. It's not like he run. He be right there in front of you, and you just can't hit him. And I think if Zepeda is not creating the issues for him early, you're going to see some of the same shit. You're going to see after a few rounds, you're going to see him willing to be in the pocket a little more with him and try to pick them apart. That's what I want to see. I want to see a statement. I want to see that youngin go out there and get everything he been working for, because he worked extremely hard. And he worked extremely hard. You get what I'm saying? And I just want to see it all translate into one of the best wins of his career. And I think he can do it. I know he could do it. I don't think I know. God went face down. Yo, it looked like it though, right? It had looked like it, Teach, but damn, I don't got the picture up here. I could pull the picture up. It did look like it, but it wasn't. Like my guy snapshotted it because I seen people saying it was a rabbit punch. He got that dude on the side of the joint, because I don't even think dude got up and was complaining when he did get up. Yeah. Oh yeah, Greg. When she was going through it, when she was fighting with Franchise Cruz, she had some situations going on, getting into it. The trainers got kicked, locked out the gym, all types of shit. Like, you're going through it. And even with this camp, trainers was getting sick and stuff, but they still showed up as a team, like she said. I'm telling you, some shit just not excuses, it's reality. These people are not superhumans. Even though we expect them to be, they go through shit. And sometimes that'll throw you off. It don't take much. It could be the slightest thing and throw you off. You get what I'm saying? You not resting when you should be resting. Now you out here, probably worrying about tickets. Like, I done seen what that shit do to fighters mentally. It take from you and elite. And when you get in that ring, you're less of yourself. I've seen it with enough consistently where I can say it's something there. It's something to that. That's why you always hear people, the most successful fighters in the sport, you will always hear them thank their teams. And why? For handling everything for me. Like, listen to David Benavidez. Him tell you his reason for why he's successful, right? He tell you because his wife handle everything for him. He don't got to worry about nothing. He could just, be motivated by having his family with him. And that's just what he on. You get me? That should go a long way, bro. So it's just like, I love seeing people have all these situations in order. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, man. I like seeing people get their situations in order and win because of it. You know what I'm saying? Great fight. Great fight. I'm gonna jump on. Showed up to watch the fight. I know how that bitch plat. Boy, you always welcome up though, bro. Just know, the key is always under the mat, family. Shakur gonna stand there and make you miss. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ty. That's how you doing. C Wood, my dog. What it do? Richie baby in the building, my boy. You already know, man. Shout out to you, homie. Just stay real, man. You already know. Keep putting out that great work and doing your thing, my dog. My guy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep building. Hit that like button, support the grind, the build. We're gonna take this down. But a big shout out to my girl. She got that fight bonus. She about to go look out for the family. I'm about to tell her to let me get $1. You know what I'm saying? But I love to see it, man. Good win. But we got to talk about this main event, and we're going to talk about my boy, because he up out of there. We're going to talk about Lamont Roach as well. We're going to give Tank his just due, even when people are slandering him. And like I said, y'all know with me, I do this for boxing, bro. You don't have to slander or kick somebody when they down. Just because you're not kicking somebody when they down, don't mean you enabling them. I'm going to say it again. Just because you are not piling on and jumping on the train and the bandwagon and trying to kick somebody when they down or when they're in a situation that is not the best, does not mean you're enabling. It just means you refuse to join the clown show. And if y'all not going to keep that same energy whenever a fighter is in the same or similar situation, then you should be very mindful of the negativity that you spew when it comes to these young fighters that still figuring it out. None of these dudes is perfect. They all figuring this shit out at the end of the day, and they doing it in front of thousands, tens of thousands, upon millions of people. It's no excuse for nothing, but everybody is entitled to the fuck up. That's what it is. It's all about learning from it, holding yourself accountable, and moving on. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay stuck on the same shit. It's like people want you to come here and they want you to demonize these guys. I'm not that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to do it how we always do. Shout out to my dog. Appreciate you, bro. You already know. You already know, man. Shout out to Richie, baby, man. Appreciate the love, homie. We're going to keep cooking. So let's get to this main event. Main event, look, man, Serrano out here. I got to give it to Katie Taylor. She three-peated, bro. She three-peated on my girl. I thought last night was going to be her night. I thought I thought this was like a third time's a charm kind of deal. It wasn't meant to be, damn it. It wasn't meant to be, man. Wasn't meant to be. So I seen our podcast kick broke down because of the situation. You already know. Fact. Shout out to you, bro. You already know. Some people, you know what, Richie, baby? Some people don't quite know. So it's refreshing when somebody figure it out that I'm one of the ones that you get me. I'm never against these dudes. Like you never want to see somebody in them type of situations right there. And the way people are borderline celebrating, like, see, I told you, clown, this is that, he's a loser, is this, he's a cornball. It's like, bro, damn, I ain't taking that approach, man. You know what I mean? It's easy to, and it's crazy. If you know, somebody can call and say, yo, this and that happened, and we could be sitting right here knowing it didn't happen. When they get here, you gone. You know, if you know, you get me? Shout out to my dog, but I appreciate you. We're going to keep cooking, though. We're going to get to that, though, because we're going to talk about 3-0 on your own show. That's a clean sweep, yeah. Big shout out to, Katie Taylor, but I'm going to play with Tim Bradley had to say about this. Tim Bradley. Let's listen to what Tim Bradley had to say about the fight last night. I'm going to get my thoughts.
Yo, you already know who it is. Tim Desert Storm Bradley. Boxing Hall of Famer. Yo, I'm on a Starbucks run right now. I just want to tap in real quick. Yeah, let's talk about last night. Damn, I ain't know I was going to watch a damn sparring session last night. That was a damn sparring session. What the hell was the game plan, Amanda Serrano? Talking about you wanted to keep it at distance. You in there fighting against a technical fighter with good feet.
Right.
Damn. Why didn't you
Bruce
just take
Jazz,
that forward like you always do? Take it to her. Yeah, I understand being smart early on. I was thinking, okay, maybe these ladies, you know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm giving them respect now. Maybe they just gonna, okay, turn it up second half. Maybe in the first fight, they felt like they didn't have enough gas in the end. You know what? I'm going to save a little bit for the end. Damn, they didn't do that. What was the game plan, Serrano? Punch that air all night? That's all you was doing was punching that air all night. Shadow boxing with yourself.
Facts, Ty. That's a fact, bro.
You got diabetes.
Fact, bro. It's just like, and I know you ain't one. Nobody has to be one. I know some wild ones, but I really believe in not being toxic when it comes to talking boxing. Man, it got to be a breath of fresh air for some of the people out there when you ain't just sitting up talking that same rhetoric all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some of these people act like that, you know, they ain't never made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And been in the wrong before. You know, I just hate it.
That's all you was doing was punching that air all night. Shadow boxing with yourself. Dang, man. I don't get it. Look. For some apparent reason,
right?
You know, and I'm going there, Jeff. I'm going there. You know, the more expensive the fight is, the more boring it is. The more expensive the fight, the more boring it is. Man, you remember that Mayweather-Pacquiao fight? That was boring. Man, boring as hell.
Nah, I wasn't
just
bored.
Recently, what we had.
I wasn't bored because you know what? Floyd did what Floyd do. Pacquiao didn't come close to doing what Pacquiao do. So if you really want to blame the boring, blame it on the guy that didn't come close to looking like how he looked against everybody else. Floyd did to Pacquiao what he do to everybody else. That's why people try to call it boring. And I respect Tim Bradley, the Hall of Famer, but I don't think it was boring because it kind of was what I expected. I never thought Pacquiao was better than Floyd. And when he made it look a certain way, I wasn't tripping. Like, yeah, knew it. Knew he wasn't going to do all this, 1,000 punches. And nah, that shit don't work when you in there with somebody that really understand boxing. And then Floyd do. And I think it's going to be very similar when Corey get on Zepeda Hammer tonight. Let's go. Hit that like button, y'all. Support the BZ.
Boring, man.
Boring,
versus freaking what the name? Ramirez was boring as hell.
That's a little different.
All these guys, women, whatever you want to say, whatever it is, boring.
Tim tripping.
Straight up boring, man. Man, I had my kids. I told my kids, I said, "Come on down." I said, "Come on down. You about to see the fight of the year. These women about to put it down." So I had my kids all on the couch, all my girls on the couch and stuff. Man, it was like, Dad. After a few rounds, it was like, Dad, this is boring. I'm going to go in another room and watch Love Island. I'm like, man, you rather go watch Amaya? Hey, Maya, You rather go watch what that girl name? Hooda, crying old crybaby ass Brian. You rather go watch that than watch this? What the hell? I'm like, oh man, all right, go ahead, girls, go ahead. I don't know, they didn't show up to fight tonight. You know, the play was easy. What Taylor did in the fight was just basically, she said, I'm gonna make the puncher pick up her feet. That's what I'm gonna do. Simple tactic. Make the puncher pick up her feet. Yup. I'm gonna play with her. That's it. I'm gonna play with her. Let's see if she wants to play the game of hit me, I try to hit you. You hit me, I try to hit you. Let's see if we can play that little game, back and forth, and be technical. Damn, man.
That's a fact, Ty. That's a fact.
I was like, man, she coming out too slow. Damn, she coming out too slow. She should have came out fast. She had more success. Hey, pressing on the gas. All she had to do was watch that damn head. That was it. Watch the head. Everything else was good. Maybe put some combinations together, man. Don't load up on every shot. Throw 3s and 4s, 5s and 6s. You saw her only looking for one shot. Eat that one shot out and avoid it if you can, and let them hands go. Shoot. Taylor told you after the fight, hey, she was scared of you. She said you hit hard. Why didn't you step to and hit her?
Man, man. That's the only bad thing, man, that didn't get that done.
And respect to the ladies, though, but it didn't. I'm being honest with y'all. You know, that's just what it is. It didn't live up to the hype. What the hell going on with Baumgartner, man?
It didn't look like a trilogy, y'all. And we're going to talk about that. We probably can get into a little more of the Baumgartner. Then we're going to move on past this card. I just wanted to make sure I gave these ladies they just do. Mike Ryan, what it do, homie? How you feeling?
I don't know what the hell was going on. She got a gift to me.
Yeah,
she got a gift. She did not look good at all. Damn, she out there, you know what I'm saying, doing the walkout and stuff. She out there popping it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She out there popping it, man. Shit, and getting popped upside her damn head inside the damn ring.
Yo,
all up in the air, lunging and stuff. What's going on there, James? What the hell is going on with you? Man, it's like your fighters can't throw combinations moving forward. They're throwing one shot at a time. Exposing their body like that, exposing their head like that, man.
She was running.
I didn't understand it.
Alicia ran into a lot of shots last night. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She was running into a lot of shit. It's like that girl had great timing, bro. Jennifer Miranda had really good timing last night. She was popping, kept knocking her head back, cooking with her scene. What it do, homie? Been showing her bums guarded. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. She got to get back because this back-to-back suspect performances, and this one was definitely more of a gift to me. Respect to her. I ain't knocking her, I ain't trashing her, but it just wasn't one of her best nights. And maybe it was the time off along with, you know, having a new voice in her corner. I don't know.
And what she was doing either?
But shout out to L-Dub because he made a great point. It's going to be hard for her to get away from them PED allegations where her performance is looking like drastically different from what they used to. You know what I mean? Too thirsty to look impressive. Hey, Ann McQueen, so let's talk about it real quick. Is it a chance that she's putting too much into the show and not the actual show, being the fight? She had bomb, like, braided in her hair. Like, she a showman. Like, you get what I'm saying? She coming out dancing, nice, tight, fitted fit. You get what I'm saying? She bathing suit ready at the thing. Is she putting too much attention into the show and not focusing on the actual show? And you look, hey, where's she from? Hey, Aunt, where is she from? Ain't she from where Montana Love from? Ain't they from Ohio? Or am I tripping? You get what I'm saying? It's giving me Montana Love vibes, bro. Respectfully. He come out calling himself too pretty. He getting his fucking hair cut in the dressing room. He coming out with little French poodles, pugs, or whatever kind of bulldogs. I don't know what kind of dog that was. You know what I'm saying? He put all that shit into the show, and then when it's time for the show, it don't look the same. Like, that's all I'm saying. Maybe it was that. I'm trying to give her some leeway because I'm never going to trash her, but these are back-to-back joints, and they ain't look too good. And I want to say the time off mixed with Derrick James contributed. You know what I'm saying? I still want to give her a chance to see what she look like after this. But if she come in a third consecutive fight and it's looking like this, I don't know what to really say. You know, she had lashes on during the fight, did she? Yeah, she doing a lot. She doing a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ty. I think she might be getting wrapped up into the other side of it. You know what I mean? Jay, what's good with it, homie? Said, AB, look, Austin, Jay, didn't she? Yeah, it seemed a bit confused in the corner. You know, but you know what? It's like he was giving good instruction, but she just wasn't hearing it. Fremont, Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. Appreciate you, Omar. I thought so. And I think Montana Love from out that, you know, Ohio somewhere. But you get they showmen. That's all I'm saying. That's the connection I was making. Nothing slanderous about Ohio. Just, you know, they maybe they got that in common. And I'm not knocking her at all because I could imagine that's a lot to handle. You trying to take care of this, right? You trying to make sure you look good, the outfit right. You get what I'm saying? All this shit. But, you know, sometimes it could probably take away from the performance. I don't know. But I'm just trying to create some dialogue that's not toxic as hell. Oh, she ain't this and PEDs. I don't know if it's that. But I know with performances like this, it's hard for her to make a case for herself that it's not that if you're a person that's feeling that way, you know? So we're going to see. Yeah, hell no. I thought that was generous as hell too. Aunt B, she said B, yeah, a B plus. Hell no. That was C minus material, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. C plus at best, but definitely not no B. That wasn't. I said that too. Jay. Gotta keep the main thing, and I ain't even trying to be funny. Just don't. It's a delicate balance. Don't pour too much into the show that you forget about the show. Because regardless of any of that other stuff, the dancing, the music, the nice outfits, you still got substance because you can fight. You get me? Alicia versus Amanda. She said she with that. John, what it do, homie? She said she with that. I think she called her out, or Katie Taylor, one of them. She called Katie out, I think. But let's keep going, man. Smash that like button, y'all. Support the ground. Let's hear a couple more minutes of this.
Either. Well, what her name was? Miranda, the Spaniard. Damn, I can't wait till the test come out. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait. I hope Bada was in the building. Man, I ain't never seen nobody stronger than Baumgartner. That woman was strong. Damn, and Baumgartner strong as hell.
What did you just say?
Come out. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait. I hope Bada was in the building.
Oh, man.
I ain't never seen nobody stronger than Baumgartner. That woman was strong.
I might have to make a short video on that.
And Baumgartner strong as hell. I've seen her in camp. She's strong as hell. And she hit me in the body. And I was like, oh my gosh. I got bubble guts now. So I'm letting y'all know, man, like, hey, look, Miranda,
Tim tripping.
all she was doing was
Tim tripping.
It was that simple. She knew she was in there with a prolific counterpuncher. Shoot, same plan I did when I fought against Marquez. It's plain and simple. Counter the counterpuncher. That's it. Anytime Baumgartner would jab or try to jab to the body, right hand over the top.
Yeah.
Anytime Baumgartner got close.
That right over the top when she was trying to go to do that jab to the body, she kept getting caught, bro. She kept getting caught. That one punch at a time shit was not working last night for her at all. And she would not make an adjustment. And when she did, she had some success, but it was like in like the last round. I'm like, yeah, she tripped.
What she do? Throw
this Tim Bradley, boy.
That's it. She missed, throw combinations. Baumgartner was getting outnumbered with them combinations. Shoot. And Baumgartner, you had the right plan. When you went back to the corner, bro, I briefly heard you say, man, do you want me to stay outside or you want me to go inside? Baumgartner, you knew what you had to do.
Go on the inside and get her.
Exactly what you
had to go get her, and she didn't want to do it.
Kansas
City Matt.
Don't give her no space. Don't allow her to think and extend with those long ass arms she had. Man, come on, use your championship experience. You did not look good at all. You talking about you gave yourself a B plus? Hell no, it's more of a D. That's what it is. It's a D minus. Shoot, damn near F. Because to me, you lost.
Yeah,
you lost to me.
Yeah, I think she lost. That overhand right, yeah, she was getting that joint over the top.
Green fight, man. Look, Savannah, I think she got robbed. However, I'm not a judge. But
nah, she didn't get robbed. That's
you know, when I was watching towards the end, look, Green came on. Savannah Marshall, you know what? What happened? What happened? You allowed her to believe. That's what
Damn right.
happened.
You damn
He
right.
wasn't using no kind of technical ability.
He said probably a match.
I know they said, oh, she took the Fury style and all this stuff. No, she didn't. She did not look
OP
like no
was
damn
good,
Tyson
fam.
Fury. She looked like sloppy Fury. Straight up trash. She did not look good at all.
Damn, he going nuts
I
on her.
know they said, oh, she took the Fury style and all this stuff. No, she didn't.
Too
She
rich
did not
for the
look
dude.
like no damn Tyson Fury. She looked like sloppy Fury. Straight up trash. She did
Damn.
not look good at all. Shoot. I would have loved it to be a draw.
Hey, this video loaded, ain't it? Tim went in, didn't he?
Got one. Good for you. Congratulations. Way to fight strong. Way to stay strong mentally in the fight and come back and see when it was your opportunity, to get that momentum and keep that momentum towards the end. So good job. Feel me? But anyways, one last thing.
Tim be going in.
There's only one.
I like Tim Bradley, the content creator.
One vote in boxing. Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah, B-Dog is
Her
Bradley.
name is Carissa Shields. Every time Carissa Shields step in the damn ring, she put it down.
She do.
It don't matter who she fight. It's always damn entertaining. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
No, this is Bubba Duck. Out. That's Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley funny as hell, bro. I gotta play Desert Storm because I know one thing as a content creator, he's pretty unfiltered and funny to me. Like he be going in. Tim always going in, bro. He gonna give his unfiltered opinion, but close fights aren't robberies. I think Savannah and Shadasia was competitive, close. I ain't gonna lie, the taking the point made it even tighter, but the fact that she still was able to pull it off, I think it speaks volumes, man. Say sound like Bubba Dub. Sound like looking for a new job. Ain't he Jay? He going in. But look, let's break down the fights a little bit that he was talking about a little bit more before we move on. Lisa Bumgarner, I agree with that. I thought she had got a bit of a decision. I think time off along with new voice in the corner threw her off. And it just was what it was. She just didn't perform well. It wasn't no B+ performance for me. It was more like a C- type deal because I know she could do way better than that. I've seen her do way better than that multiple times. So, that's not what a B+ Alicia Bumgarner looked like to me. She going to have to make up because it's like 2 performances in a row where they didn't look her best. Hopefully she could get back in the ring sooner without it being any layoff. Maybe that could be a potential issue, but she got some home cooking. Being with Jake, they stalled her out. They helped her, and she got some work to do. She got some work to do, and she got to get on her and Derek James got to gel a lot better than what I seen. Got to not throwing your hands, throwing one punch at a time. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you, he is. Now, Shield's special. Greg Hackett knows a lot to have. Oh, Greg Hackett, I was talking about him the other day, man. He's a pillar of the community, man. Greg Hackett. Bumgarner got to get away from Derek James. She going to fight like that. Too rich. That one, get her guard hands up. Goddamn hands up. Oh, yeah, fighting the hands down. Stop trying to blast people out. Looked like she was looking for the perfect shot. I don't know if she slept on this girl at all, Jennifer Miranda, but she's undefeated, so she shouldn't have. But she fought like conservative, right? Very conservative. Ran into a lot of shots, a lot of single shots, and she kept getting countered over the top when she was going to the body with that jab. I just thought she was getting hit way more than I'm used to seeing, and I thought she got a bit of a gift and some home cooking respect. Still love her, still rocking with her, still watching her, but I don't think she pulled that one off. And as for the main event, bro, like I said, man, I thought third time was going to be a charm for Amanda. But if you would have told me that she was going to completely switch tactics from the first fight to the second fight, I probably would have picked against her too. You heard what Tim Bradley said. He said, man, we watched ghost fighting last night. And I ain't going to go that far. I ain't going to say it was ghosts. It was 2 women in there, but it was a lot of short arm punches and air punches. I've never seen Amanda double pump, double jab, right hands in the air. I ain't never seen that shit before in my life. Listen, I'm not the toughest critic, not by a long shot. But what the hell, bro? They was punching in the air, man. She threw a lot of air punches. I ain't never seen that shit. I don't know if she was pulling her punches or just fighting at the wrong distance. You know what I think? Now that I had time to think about it a little more. You know what I think? Hey, B-Dog, look at that picture, bro. From the second fight. Remember that eye? Remember that eye, y'all, from the second fight? You telling me you want to get cut like that again? Think about that. You got to cut that wide over your eye. Do you really think you're trying to put yourself in position to get cut like that again? Especially if you're talking about retiring. You think about retiring? Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. She fought like she already had her mind made up that she was retiring. No, I got all the respect in the world for Amanda. She fought the wrong kind of fight to me. She tried to box with a boxer, and she failed miserably. Not saying that she can't box, but she tried to completely just box with Katie. She switched tactics completely from one fight to the second fight to the third fight. Now, I just didn't understand. I thought she was going to bring it to her because she had to. But I think that cut was in the back of her mind. I really do. You don't get cut that big, that bad. That shit look crazy. And you think you want to do that again? So I think she fought with that on her mind. I really do. I think she fought with that cut in the back of her mind. She wasn't willing to like get in the mix like that. She just wasn't. Man, it's crazy. Yo, it's wild, Jay, man. I just couldn't believe he said she was trying to trick the copy boxer. I don't know what she was doing. It felt like the hunger wasn't there. Yeah, B-Dog. It's like she was thinking about that cut or something. She was talking about the money in one of those interviews. I get that shit, but Katie was talking about how she don't need to fight. Katie, that's why I was like, yeah, man, they're definitely gonna beat her because she won it. But I'm not gonna say she didn't want it, but they fought. She didn't do what was best for her, in my opinion. That wasn't the best method. She had to press the gas, man. Put pressure on Katie Taylor, man. Go to her body, shit like that, man. Slow her down. But you just sat there and tried to box her all night. Just wasn't a smart move to try to box her all night. Oster 40, what it do, homie? So it's crazy. I heard some things from both of them that was a little red flaggish, right? One talking about money. But she was already she was like, you know what she said? She said, look, this is what made me think that she got her retirement planned out. They try to ask her that they both try to downplay it, right? They try to downplay the retirement talk. But then after it was done, you heard Amanda Serrano say to Katie, hey, Katie, please, can we do one thing? Can we please not retire in the same year? Like the fact that she's saying that, can we please not retire the same year? It seemed like they both had silence agreements in that ring. They're great. You can't take away from their greatness for one fight, for one performance. But if you ask me, this is just my humble opinion. I think Amanda Serrano been doing this shit for a long ass time. Let's be honest, she competing outside of her weight class, fighting Katie Taylor. She is. There's no shade, no slight, no nothing, but she is. She competing outside her weight class. Took the losses. I think she had retirement on her mind. Nobody want to get cut and have to get stitched up the way she had to after that second fight. That shit was nasty, nasty work. And I think she fought that way. And it looked like both ladies had silent agreements that they wasn't going to go balls to the wall that night. Or Katie was like, bro, I'm not going to do more than what she making me do. They both talking about retirement. Why would she say that? Let's not make sure we don't retire in the same year. Like, y'all think about retiring. So enjoy y'all money. You gave everything to the sport. Amanda Serrano is a damn anomaly. You get what I'm saying? All the different weight classes, all the different world titles, different challenges, man. I got this graphic up here because this is the punch stats from the second fight. This is wild. So I get it. She lost last night. She just didn't fight the kind of fight that I thought she would. She didn't push the pace. She tried to box the better boxer, in my opinion, instead of making a boxer fight. I think she had a lot of success in the second fight because she made the boxer fight. And as a result, she landed a total of 324 punches to Katie's 217. I put this up here to say, man, the writing was always on the wall. If she couldn't win this kind of decision with this kind of punch disparity, she was never going to beat Katie unless she knocked her out. That's all that told me. For her to beat Katie Taylor, she would have had to knock her out. Because if she landed 324 punches to 217 and she still don't win, she can't beat her on the scorecards. There's no way. I ain't never see somebody get outlanded by over 100 punches and still win a fight. I've never seen that in my life. So last night wasn't I got this graphic because I think this is the prime example of how she should have fought her. Cut and all. Should have just been prepared, watched out for the cut, try to be cautious with it about it, but she needed to take the fight to this girl and not box her. And she tried to box the boxer, and that was the end result. Allowing Amanda Serrano to three-peat and without really truly breaking a sweat like that. You got Tim Bradley saying we watched Ghost fight, and that's how bad it was to them. He felt like this was just straight up watching Ghost. So, I don't know. Tough main event. It didn't feel like a trilogy. It didn't live up to what I thought it could, but I'm not here to knock them ladies, man. I do think they just was ready to get paid and go home. Amanda talked about how tired, like a Katie that she is. She's just tired of Katie. Like, she done. They was talking about a 4 fight. She like, man, I've been tired of Katie since before I fought her. So it's like they was giving these little breadcrumbs that this could be their last fights. Like, because what else do she got to prove? You lost to Katie 3 times. You gonna try to be another world champion, win another title, or retire with a win? I could see that, but I think, truth be told, I think these ladies about ready to hang them up. I think they are. I think it's in the back of their mind, and I think they just not speaking on it out of it just being a bad look, right? Talk about retirement, you got a fight in front of you. So I think they both ready to go. And you know what? People gonna complain. They're gonna say, well, why didn't you retire? Well, why steal money or why this? Bro, if you got an opportunity to do that shit one more time for a bag, you're gonna do it. And I just truly think they might be ready to go. All the work that Amanda Serrano put in. Serrano got a damn near, 50 fights? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. 47, 3, 1. She got over 50 fights, bro. She got over 50 fights. That's not regular. You don't see women have that many fights. She got over 50 fights, bro. Through a multitude of weight classes. Ton of success, titles, undisputed, all that. Unified champions, all types of shit. Challenging people outside of her weight class. Amanda the real deal Serrano don't have shit left to prove to the boxing world, in my opinion. She could ride off into the sunset, win, lose, or draw, whether she lost to Katie last night or not. I think the real ones know you outlanded her by over 100 punches in that second fight with that cut. There's no way in hell you shouldn't have got your hand raised. I think it's criminal, the fact that you didn't get your hand raised. But, I'm just me. I'm just one person. Her coach was leery of the scar tissue opening up during a potential clash of heads. Yeah, the game plan was too safe to the point where it minimized Amanda's strengths. Yo, Bud Cheddar, what it do, homie? Yo, Ann McQueen. When I seen her throwing those air combinations, bro, I knew something was wrong. She threw several air combinations where the punches didn't hit nothing on Katie, not even her hair, nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? She was just like throwing. I'm like, yeah. After having time to think, I'm like, she was worried about getting her eye cut again. She was worried about getting headbutted because they was talking about it when they was sitting on the train with Ariel Hawani. They was talking about the headbutts. They was talking about the headbutts, and she was talking about how she fought all of these fights. She's always fought against, southpaw fighters or whatever the case, and that's never happened. So that shit was on her mind, bro. That headbutt shit was on her mind. Her eye looked crazy, and if you ever had any wild scarring on your face, you never want that shit to happen again. You never want that shit to happen again. I had my face cut. You never want that to happen again. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I think they fought. They had silent agreements not to go too crazy. They just it looked closer to a sparring match than a trilogy. Look closer to a sparring match than a trilogy. Yeah, she was getting countered, but 2 fights in a row, you're going to get countered too, Rich, if you get what I'm saying, bro. Trying to play her game. You trying to box with her. The other fights, she was having success because you was walking to her, closing the gap and making the boxer fight. Now you switch tactics from those fights to going to, you know, I'm a box to boxer, and I'm a not make sure we don't clash heads. It just wasn't smart. Facts, Jay. Facts. The sparring match vibe. It just didn't look right. It didn't feel right. It didn't look right. Didn't feel right. Didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of just got through it. You know what I mean? Looked like they was going through the motions, just getting through the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Nobody overexerted. None of that. I ain't see no real adjustments, and I just didn't see a willingness to go after it. Like, I didn't see it. Amanda looked like she already retired. I ain't gonna lie. And so did Katie. She just did a little more. So overall, I don't think it lived up to the trilogy expectation, but with the amount of work that these ladies put in, I'll never knock them, yo. It is what it is. It's all good. It's life. But overall, that was one of the best women's cards that I got to watch. Shout out to everybody on that card, and Jake Paul putting on for them ladies. My girl Shadasia getting that fight bonus at $250K. That's dope. And I think boxing continues to move on, man. Got us a unified champion. Bumgarner got a gift. Ramla got a gift. And I think every other decision on there was solid. You know what I'm saying? She needs to say she got robbed first, too. So if she fight Bumgarner, judges be on point. Yeah, man. Get the past there as a boxer, more true word down to their final fight. I get it, but I think I just look at it this way, Blood Rush. What you're saying makes sense, but you see how much boxing evolved, and it's become even more of a business than it's ever been, with even more money to be made. I think people are gonna always be about that dollar, even back then. But I just felt like in this case, yeah, it might have been some deciding factors that held Amanda back. Maybe game plan, strategy. Just being far too conservative and not putting yourself in the best positions to win a fight of this magnitude against somebody that is 2-0 against you. She couldn't afford to switch it up this much and be ineffective at the same time. Get what I'm saying? It was like a double negative the way she fought last night. But got all the world and all the respect in the world for them ladies, and they put on. But it just wasn't the fight that I expected it to be. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't. But before we move past the ladies, let's hear what Layla Ali had to say, man.
The angle's good. Every angle is good with you. Okay, this is Johnny Boy with Fight Hype. I'm here with the legendary Layla Ali. How you doing?
I'm doing great. What's your reaction to this fight?
The fight that we just saw, Katie versus Amanda. I think it started pretty slow. I think Katie won. Okay. You know, Katie's a champ. You got to beat the champ, right? You got to decisively. And it started off slow, like I said. But I said before the fight that Katie needed to use her footwork, move around the ring, land her shots, and move. So we definitely didn't see as many shots as we saw in the first fight. But I think the cleaner shots were landed by Katie. She was controlling the pace of the fight. Amanda was trying to walk her down, just couldn't get there. And, you know, it is what it is. So I think both of the ladies have so much to be proud of. They're both great warriors. And this was a big night for women's boxing. And hopefully it's just the beginning, and we won't have to be women anymore and just boxers, fighters, athletes. That's where I wanted to get.
Exactly. Now, hold on. Now, Alicia, she won tonight too. Who do you see winning that fight if they fight Katie Taylor?
Alicia and Katie Taylor?
Yes.
You know, styles make fights. Just like Alicia, I'm a big fan of. She's super talented. I didn't think this was her best showing tonight, and I think a lot of that was because she put so much pressure on herself to put on a great performance. She was waiting for that knockout. She didn't get into a rhythm, and she was in there with a scrappy girl who was using the ring. It was tough. And, you know, she may have took her lightly. I don't know. I'm not in her head. But I'm sure she also doesn't feel that was her best performance, so she's going to need to go back, do some work before she gets in there with Katie Taylor.
What could Amanda done differently in this fight to secure a win?
Take off them Jordans.
They're too heavy, right?
Take off those Jordans. No. Amanda, I said...
You're not lying about that.
No, of course not. But what I said was that if Amanda was to win this fight, she needed to get closer to Katie, not wait for her to stop punching, punch at the same time, because Katie's so fast, she's going to be out of there. And she needed to cut the ring off, which she wasn't really doing. She was stepping ahead of her, but she's not really cutting the ring off. So when somebody's moving, there's a way to combat that, you know. And I said if she got her hurt, that she needed to take control of that, but she didn't get that opportunity to get her hurt.
You feel like she threw a lot of, I don't know, I don't want to say it like it's in this way, but a lot of unnecessary punches, because like Katie Taylor would be moving, and she'll throw a 1-2 every
That's
single time, but
because-
that 1-2 was going like
yeah,
straight,
but
and
what
she was
a
right
man.
over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
But I know where you're going with it. We can easily pick either of them apart, right? But the thing is, I think Amanda was trying to just be busy because they don't want the audience to get bored. So you just try to move, look like you're doing more, get some points, try to find a rhythm, see if it's going to get Katie to do something different. She was just, what she was doing wasn't working, so she tried something else. I'm almost done, guys. Last question.
Yeah, Camilla Crawford, prediction on that.
I don't really want to give a prediction on that. I don't really know. I don't really know. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised either way. It's really hard to bet against Terrence in terms of his talent level, but he's also fighting someone who's bigger, who's stronger. I've never seen Terrence take a punch. Terrence knows if he can take a punch because he's probably faced everything in the gym. I just don't know. So I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo won by knockout, and I wouldn't be surprised if Terrence won on points.
Later, last one, Clarissa Shields. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight her. What everybody's talking about it, or in the boxing circle.
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about this. That's all.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna set this up. I know it.
Unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight, but if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
I'll talk to Turkey
Do
tonight.
I look like I can fight again?
Yes, you do.
I think so too.
You look beautiful too.
Thank you.
Layla looking good out there. Shout out to Layla, man. Said, man, I heard a rumor if she ain't got 15, 20 mil. She had to throw that out there. I think, yeah, she been out the game so long. She ain't got nothing to prove. She cemented her legacy years ago. She always going to be the daughter of a legend, and she got a successful career in her own right. And I think it'd be really risky for her to come back and fight a Clarissa Shields. So I feel like based on what she said, if she's even going to entertain and think about that, that money got to be right. It got to make sense. This long out the game, me personally, I can't lean to towards nobody winning a fight, being out the game that long and then getting in there with one of the best fighters in all of boxing, and Clarissa Shields. Like, that'd be tough, but you never know. The thing is, we don't know if Turkey is on board, like, and what he wants to do with these with women's boxing. If he wants to, throw his hat in the mix with the women. 15 mil, you can fight tonight. I'm telling you, 15 mil. You don't need no training camp. Just go straight into the fight, G. Straight into it. Oh, let's keep cooking, man. Let's keep cooking. Let's keep building, man. As we seen, the unfortunate news with Tank Davis, with the arrest situation, and you also seen a little video with him being released.
I have been covering suspects bonding out of jail here for several years. I can tell you that this is a first for me because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer our questions.
Refused to answer our questions. Why would he want to answer your questions? So look, y'all seen it. The arrest thing happened back around Father's Day. End up locking him up a month later. You see him get out. You see him now. He get to resume and get back to what try to get back to some sense of normalcy, man. Like, nobody want their name brought up in that type of light. It's just not a lot of details, man. So it's not so much to speak on. But the interesting part of all of that is you do get to see him out of you get to see him make it up out of that situation, right? And you also heard Lamont Roach speak, and this is what Lamont Roach had to say.
I heard Buddy home already. So for all you people that ain't like, you know what I'm saying, keep talking about something, oh, y'all not fighting, this and that, woo-de-woo. We did him a quick little spa treatment and got the fuck up out of there, you hear me? So I just want to let y'all know that the fight's still on. The fight's still scheduled to be August 16th. We just waiting on the announcement. I heard that shit earlier today.
So that was Lamont, man. This me, Howard, was good with it, fam. Yes, it's fight day. Hey, Layla went out undefeated. She should keep it like that. I think she won too, Poet. But as you see what Lamont Roach said, man, he heard he got out. You seen the clip with him getting out. He get back to rebuilding his situation, his career, getting back on where he need to be at. I don't know the details of the situation. We only hear what they spoke about, like I said early, briefly, man, if you know, you know. Somebody can call the cops, female can call the cops and say, yo, you did X, Y, and Z, and you could have really had done absolutely nothing, and they're going to lock you up. So I don't know if that's the case here. I'm not going to say if it is or ain't. I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's not a reason to spend too much time on that. You seen him getting up out of there, so we gotta, you know, get that situation squared away. But the interesting thing about it all, when we bring it back to boxing, see Lamont Roach spoke on it as well. And he's saying, look, the rematch is now just still scheduled for August 16th, which is crazy because shit, we like a month away. Y'all about to, I guess y'all not about to promote this fight. It's about to not be a press conference. It's just going to be an announcement. And you get what I'm saying? You're just going to announce the fight and have it. Like, I don't see how that would even make sense at all. Like, that would be foolish. I think it wouldn't even be given the fight its just due. You get what I'm saying? By promoting it properly. So to just rush the fight on August 16th, I don't know what that would be about. I don't know how that would make sense. So I would love to say. I heard what Lamont said, but just looking how things appear, I just don't see it. I seen him say that. I was talking about that too, B-Dog, where he said there's no press conference. But would you think everything is on the up and up, B-Dog, if it was no press conference? Could you imagine that, B-Dog? A Tank Davis fight on pay-per-view. A pay-per-view fight with no press conference, B-Dog. A pay-per-view fight. Have you ever seen it in your life? A pay-per-view fight with no press conference? Something would have to be wrong if they actually went ahead with that to me. Something would have to be drastically different. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, you know, I don't expect it. Me either, B-Dog, you get me. It just don't make sense. It's like, nah, ain't no way y'all doing that. And but Lamont Roach, he be on Twitch. That's a up-to-date video with him speaking on it, saying it's still happening. You get what I'm saying? Ramon, like a little over $70. Close to 70, 72 bucks, something like that. I'm just gonna have to fight in jail like the Undisputed movie. You stupid. I'm telling you. So I just don't see it. Rushing the press conference and or not having no press conference, but you get what I'm saying? A pay-per-view fight with no press conference would seem like a fumble, right? It would seem like they ruined it, right? You know what I'm saying? It would seem like they didn't give it its proper just due. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. You already know, Ramon. You could have got the bundle. They was doing a bundle too, where you could have got 2 fights for the price of 1. They was doing that too. It's something you might want to look into that might make sense to you that they was doing. So, but yeah, man. I don't see it, y'all. I just don't. I don't see a scenario where they make this fight under these circumstances with no Them could come and get some of that 200 million from the deal he got. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is with that. I hope he get it squared away so he could avoid future situations like this. You know, it's unfortunate. If you need any type of help, man, go get that and put boxing to the side. Like I said, are you necessarily 100% focused on boxing? But maybe so. Maybe you compartmentalize and you still go out there and try to fight. I'm just not sure if that's what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if that's what he's going to do. But with Lamont Roach saying August 16th, well, we're going to find out. And look what I seen. Look who met Turkey Al-Sheikh for the first time.
He said to me, you bring 13 fights. Yes, I did. We want the best to be in the undercard. September. Not a problem. And after that, also, we want them to fight in Vegas. Yep, in Vegas. In the ring show. We want to support these people. Gotcha. Okay? The most important things, we want them to spend their energy in sports, not in the street. Say it again. I've been doing that since I've been doing that. Yeah, we want to support this. Yeah, all right. Ringside with Boxing. Boxing up since day one. day one, what I said to him, we want to spend this energy of the talent around the world in the ring, not in the street. Give them chance. We can do that. Just gotta work with the coach. You're ready to win the coach. We need to see the points. He win or lose. We're gonna see. Yeah. We're gonna see. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Interesting, man. You got Turk and Calvin Ford linking up, G. You got Turk and Calvin Ford linking up. They say he a play fiend, Aunt McQueen. They said Turk a play fiend, a jokester. Say he a jokester. The ones that meet him, they say he cool. And I always try to take that for what it is, right? The people that meet a person, they speak on them versus the ones that don't know them from the outside looking in. I understand it on both sides. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like once he endorsed their gym, back then when he reposted on his Twitter and all that stuff, I felt like he was kind of extending the olive branch to them to an extent. And now you hear him shaking hands, they get to meet, and he like, you know, we want the best fighters. And Calvin Ford had some fighters, man. Him and Coach Kenny was out there coaching. They had some fighters in that Dog City event. That shit was dope, man. Ring Magazine did something, man. They gave us like sparring that damn near worth money. Get what I'm saying? Jalil Hackett and Rashidi Ellis was crazy to watch. That was fun to watch. I seen Marcus Brown as a cruiserweight. He did good in there. Do walked away with Turk? Nah, I don't know who that. But I don't know which guy you talking about. Which one? The Box Raw guy that they introduced. But nah, I don't think so.
He said to me, you bring 13 fights.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I don't think I do. Dude say, dude look like Mr. Potato Head. Y'all stupid. But they said Turk a play fiend, man. He a jokester, so I wouldn't put it past him. You know what I'm saying? Black guy. Oh, black guy. Nah, I don't know the black dude. I don't know him. You see ring for in November being what price? I don't think it'd be a whole lot. I don't know. That's interesting. Benavidez. I wonder. I don't know if it'd be a standard pay-per-view price or would it be like something that's cheaper or less expensive for the people. You need to get back to them $25 pay-per-views. That's what you need to do. Because they bleeding us. But look, I like to see him supporting boxing, man. He gave people an opportunity to try to make it on the undercard, fighting some sparring, 3 rounds of sparring. Like I said, I never pictured watching a Jalil Hackett with Rashidi Ellis, Marcus Brown, seeing him fight up at cruiserweight. I think they had Jamal Harvey, Calvin Ford, and them. Marquise Taylor knocked somebody out, had him face down. You know what I mean? Face down. Sup? You get me? The O Snatcher was out there, man. He giving some real opportunities. So I respect the hell out of Turkey for this, man. Just want to see how far these guys could take their opportunities, man, and where they can go from here, man. Because Marquise Taylor was one of them overlooked guys, and he been asking for an opportunity from Turkey, and he got it, and he showed the hell out. He's not even a knockout artist, and he knocked dude the hell out. So that's Ishmael Henson, that's Crawford and Keyshawn advisor. He was the one negotiating PBC for Crawford versus Spence. Now he's Turkey matchmaker for the ring cards. Dope. Shout out to my dog, man. Dope. The fax machine. Y'all go tap in that other boxing if y'all haven't, man. That's my dog. $60 is normally too much for me. I would pay it for the ring. Every match is a very good matchup from the undercard to main event. Yeah, Blood Rush. I'm all in it. I mean, I try to support as much boxing as possible. Don't get it wrong, though. This shit it do get pricey. It do get expensive, man. So you remember Henson was on the Diz with Bud for the... Oh, yeah. Was he? So see, he be knowing them folks. That's why he be getting the information. He know the right people, man. He know who to pay attention to, the ones that's shaking and moving. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Henson. He's out there negotiating Crawford and Spence, huh? Getting that money on together, man. Getting that deal. getting that deal together. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. $19.99 with zone subscription, $59.99. That would keep his promise for long pay-per-view. Pay-per-views, yeah. Yeah, man, we gonna find out, though. I can't wait to it, but last night was a real good event, and if y'all didn't catch that Dog City event on the Ring Magazine YouTube channel, go check it out. It's a lot of good sparring that they was giving out, man. It was a lot of good sparring, man. Dudes is out there working. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Ford and them has some good talent out there too, man, because that Jamal Harvey kid, if I think that's his name, Jamal Harvey, he was nice. He was nice. He was definitely nice. But, man, I hope y'all enjoyed these fights last night, this fight card, man. It was fun, entertaining. A couple shaky decisions, but overall, really good turnout, a really good turnout. Shout out to Ramon. Say just because he already got the app. Facts, yeah. Right. I got this on already, too. They ain't been pissing me off for having this on, too. I kind of rock with it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been pissing me off too much. You know what I'm saying? So. But shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking out, man. Just wanted to come build on this fight card, go over it, man. Talk about, couple more things that's going on, and we just gonna keep building, man. Y'all know how we do. Turkey partnered with Netflix, start adding his fights for Netflix. Shit. I mean, shit, you never know with that dude. You never know. He got his hands in everything. Turkey popping up everywhere, for real. Dude is popping up all over the place, man. He everywhere, man. Talking to everybody. Big Turk out there, linking with the good folks, man. He's doing the good work, man. So hopefully we see some good, two good fighters get an opportunity to be on that undercard, because that's what that was about. So let's see. Hopefully everybody get their fair shake, man. Yo, I'm telling you, I'll be on it, bro. I think we did almost 9 hours yesterday. So we did a little 2 today. I'm gonna see if I can call the fights later. I'm gonna try to, or if not, I'll do a post fight if I'm not here. So we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna figure it out. Matthias said, do you think Roach ruined Tank in general? Nah, absolutely not. Shout out to Roland. With Tank ain't ruined. Tank just a guy that I think has been at the pinnacle of the sport for so long, and I think he's had an opportunity to see life after boxing and think differently than most guys that are boxing that is considered his peers today, right? So with that being said, it's like you've seen him go through some legal things and be a little distracted. You see him sound like he's not in the mood or bored with the business, like frustrated with the business of it. So I would think those things affected him more so than Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is just a guy that knew him and he knew Lamont. So we just got a really good fight. But I don't think he changed him or anything though. Trey Causey said Marshall should have took a tune up. Probably. Pro Box tonight, they had some good fights on it. Shout out to Dub, man. But try to tap into all this boxing if I can, man. Pro Box as well, got a good card on. Appreciate you, because I would have forgot. I wouldn't even know. Don't respect the man. I get it. With that situation, it's sticky, because you just, as time goes, details come out, different details and stuff come out. Seem like something that the cops did. Seemed like they might have pressed their own charge or something weird like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't even come from the female, I don't believe. So it's just strange. But I don't respect that, but I just don't know what the full situation is. Hopefully we get some clarity, you know what I mean? So he could just move forward and don't be, accused of doing some shit that if he really didn't do it. That's all, if he really didn't, right? And when it's early, when they saying he's being accused, keywords accused. So none of us in here is men gonna rock with no women getting touched or beat on. I got 4 sisters, shit. I got a daughter, all that type of stuff. I got a woman of my own. We ain't going for none of that. But in these situations, we got to be very careful to, you know, allow the details to come out. Speak on things they come out, you know, and be responsible about it, right? You hear what they said happened, give your assessment on it, and try not to add nothing extra, you know, and just see what comes of it. And then hopefully he can get to a spot where he can resolve whatever, you know, personal affairs he got lined up and just continue to move forward. I hear people like, you know, this ain't a mistake. He did this X amount of times. And I hate to get into that stuff because people don't have all their facts correct. But I'll just say with this, just like with anything else, when it's a early stages and they talk about somebody being accused of something, you just allow the certain details to come out if they will, and you'll see what it is. But I think anybody can fuck up, and it's all about making that right if you can. You know what I mean? Get out in front of this, do what you need to ensure people that this is not what you want and that you know, you want to focus up and get right. You know what I'm saying? His jab become more defensive responsible, break that Philly shell, Walt Teasy. I mean, look, he don't get hit as much as you think. Tank got a pretty high plus minus ratio too. I think he like top 5, top 6. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't think he give a fuck about that. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I think they all care about losing though. Social media. Nah, I don't think it affects him on. Because I think that comes with it. I think that comes with the territory. And think about it. He's been in that position a long time. He's missed weight. He's had his name dragged through the mud. He's split up with his promoter. His name has always been in the media for better or for worse. So I think that shit is like water off his back. Like he just let that shit roll off his back for the most part. I don't think he's tripping off that. But you did hear him say he want to, like, you know, he got anger and he want to be better. You need therapy. You hear that stuff. So, you know, it's still some searching that he's doing in terms of trying to get himself better. And that's that. You can never knock that. So in the meantime, you know, maybe he made a mistake. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But like I said, it's all about holding yourself accountable, owning up to it, learning from it, and moving past it. So this shit never happens again. And that's what I want to see for him because I'm really rooting for him. See people dragging him online. That shit is lame. That's not my thing. I just would rather see, you know, this situation get resolved in a way where you could just move on. All parties involved could move forward. They don't rock with each other, just go their ways and just, you know, continue to build on whatever it is they focusing on. So hopefully he can resume his career. You hear Lamont Roach talking about an August 16th date. That's still the date. I seriously doubt it. They're going to have to prove me wrong on this one. And we're going to find out. I can't wait to see the rematch. Hopefully we get an announcement sooner than later. And look, you know, prayers to that whole entire situation, man. The female involved, I don't know exactly the details, the ins and outs. You only know what they said, but we've seen this shit before. So that's why we should know not to go overboard with our assessments. Because the last time I seen a situation like this, people ended up having to walk it back, but just chose not to. They called them all types of this, all types of that, and then it wasn't even what people were saying. Some people was real enough to walk it back. Some people just left the slander out there and just moved on to the next topic. You know, with me, I'm not big on it. Like I always say, just going to keep it moving, man. Hopefully he fixes his situation so we could get us a great rematch. Hopefully he focused, he mentally in the right space. I don't even know if boxing is where he need to be, but it's up for him to figure out. And we just going to sit back and enjoy the show when these fights come. Risk and reward, yeah. Rules on quality fights, then quantity. Support the fighters who give me the friends what they want to pay for. Yeah, it's still a business. Still a business, and sometimes it ain't totally up to them to just give us something, right? You know, all these dudes got plans, and a lot of times they gonna follow them to try to make sure they get there, you know. So with this, you just don't, you know, you don't like to hear these type of things happening. So like I said, hopefully they find a medium, common ground where they could mutually either work together or go their separate ways, whatever makes sense for the situation, and then that's it. That's all. But look, shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all rocking out, man. Hoping tonight for the announcement. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully we get something soon. Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Support the grind if you can. Keep rocking with your boy. We're going to keep building. I'm going to try to see if I can come back and call the fights. I see people saying they paid for it. Y'all got to let me know. I should just drop a poll. So if y'all want me to come back and call these fights or do the post fight, one of the two, we can try to do it, man. Because the fights I know be like 4 or 5 hours long. do a post-fight, probably be 2 hours long. So we don't know. So, yeah, we going to figure that out. Calls, trying to get you. That's a fact. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Roland. That's what I'm saying, bro. So, we going to see, because I got a few hours before these fights get going. So, we going to try to make it back, man. If I can make it back, you know, I'll call the main card for sure. If I can make it back at 6 and call prelims too, I definitely try to do it. No, I didn't, boy. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody. Maybe that bundle makes sense for y'all to get it. Might be something you want to look into. It's a good offer, though. Definitely is. Prelims at 6. So look, hit the like button on the way out. And we're going to keep building. We're going to try to come back and call these fights. If I don't, y'all enjoy the fights. So we're going to do a post-fight or something, man. Either or, I don't know. But I've been going in, so I want to make sure I give myself a break, a minute to regroup. So I got a few hours, so we could figure it out by then. Ask Val what it do, homie. Yeah, man. He about to put on, man. Jersey got to stand out. You know, Shadasia did the thing last night. Now it's time for Core to bring North to the city. Like she just brought Patterson to the city and step on shit. Step on Zepeda and keep moving. And that's what we're going to do. There's some, yeah, for sure. You already know. Shout out to Zoomverse. Y'all go tap in, bro. If y'all haven't, y'all rock with that gaming content. Go check out Zoomverse. But look, much love to everybody rocking out with me. We're going to try to make it back. I enjoy the rest of this day. Enjoy these fights. And we're going to keep cooking. Peace to the fans.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up.